Hey folks, it's Jamie here at Journey North. Been working quite a bit lately. This time of year is busy. My main employer, I take care of the maintenance and handyman stuff at their place. They're in Arizona for about a month yet, and when it drops down to below zero temps, nothing happens fast, and a lot of breakdowns, stuff like that. So been trying to film some of it, but camera freezes up fast, phone freezes up fast, that sort of thing. When it's not, your fingers are freezing. So I've worked outside pretty much my whole life in the winter. Still not pleasant. As long as you're on the job, you know it's not. You're not having fun if you're cold. If you're outside hunting and fishing, stuff like that, the guy seems to stay warmer when you're having fun outside. But just been doing a few projects inside here at night to pass the time. I did finish that Pulaski. I didn't film all of this one, or any of it for that matter, just for the fact that it's you've seen them before. But it turned out real nice. I put a nice dark wedge in there, 36-inch straight stick, piece of hickory. Same as the other ones. Little bit of stain, light burn. Trying to get a nice set of working tools that all matches for myself. This one here fit right in, the Pulaski. I did get them initials pretty much off. They're real light there yet, but I don't want to go any deeper. We'll get some, either a little bit of bluing, actually a little bit of paint would take care of it. But I'm going to work it, so it'll get that old patina back on it again. Side with the stamp's real nice yet, Collins. We're going to try it out. They're kind of made for chopping. Got a real, thin profile, so it ain't going to be very good for splitting. But once it warms up, we'll get out there and I'll put it to the test and see how it works for everything. Other than that, I picked up Hatchet, 1.5 pound. It's in pretty rough shape. A little damage right there. Got a little split in it right there. Was epoxied at one time. It's loose. Paid $2 for it. Knew it's probably only worth 10. But I like little projects like this. Cheap Chinesium. And if you're wondering how you can tell China-made stuff, this one here is pretty easy. If you look real close, there's a giant sticker right there that says Made in China. So it's a no-brainer on this one. But I'm going to take the handle out and find a new handle for it and fix it up anyways. Should be a nice little one for my collection. The China stuff's not all bad. I would just say, if anything, it's inconsistent. You might get a good one. You might get one that gets a giant chip out of it the minute you hit something hard. Just, you never know. But I got a few hatchets here I'm going to show you. I'm going to do a little hatchet talk. I'll be back in a minute. So I'm going to show you a few of the different hatchets I use, and kind of how I obtain some of them. First, we're going to start with Fiskars. Probably the most talked about, bitched about, praised axe on YouTube at any given moment. This here's a Fiskars X11. This would be the splitting style hatchet or axe, depending on which one you get. These go up to the X27 and I think there's X25. Full long hand, 32, 36-inch handles. The long handled splitters, I don't have any of them. I prefer my old axes, but I do have 2 of these X11s. They make good little kindling choppers. They work really good. Just sink them in a log and then kind of use them as wood hooks so you don't got to bend over. That's mainly what I use these for. One's my brother's, one's mine. He got great deals on both of them on clearance. That's how we obtained them. Anybody that says these don't work is, in my opinion, full of shit. Fiskars makes great products. They do work. They are ugly as hell. But like I said, they work. The handle is magnificent. They got that nice hook on there. You get a good grip. Stay tight. Not a whole lot bad you can say about them other than they're modern looking. They're ugly. Would I buy one? No. I like my old stuff. If you come across one for a great deal or someone gives you one, use it. Hold on to it. Nothing wrong with them. That's the Fiskars X11. Here's the smaller Fiskars X7. Probably a 1 pound head on it. 10-11 inch handle, 12 inch handle, somewhere in there. They're made in Finland. Nice little profile on this. This would just be your little camp hatchet style. Got this one for free, found it in an old boat. I keep this one in front of my wood stove. I use it as a little pickaroon to drag stuff towards me, to shave off fire starter, to split a little kindling if I need it. If it gets stepped on or dinged around or burnt, it's no big deal. No emotional bond with it or anything like that, which I do get with a little bit of my wood handle ones I like. You know, I got work put into them, but nice little guys. Can't complain about them, other than they're ugly. And you all seen the older style solid steel handles, leather rings. Few companies made these. Estwing still makes them. You get hammers, knives, hatchets, all with the leather on them. I'd call this your Boy Scout style. Has a nail pull on it. We're gonna fix this one up, put a new handle on it. Never tried it before, but we're gonna wing it. Wing the Estwing. Put some different leather on there, shine it up. Kind of good little belt axes, especially for if you're really into looks and stuff. They look nice. Thin, light. Then you got your regular 1.5 pound camp style hatchet, wood handled, piece of hickory. Hasn't changed in how many hundreds of years. Not much to them. Still my favorite. As far as hatchets go, I'm not a big hatchet guy. I prefer the longer handles if you do it, but 24-inch handle would probably be my minimum that I'd like to have if I was going camping or hiking or survival. Something like that. If you're just pounding tent stakes, maybe the occasional limb or something, smaller hatchets will be great. But figured I'd show you these before I start chopping. I'm gonna take the handle off this, clean it up, find something new to put it on. We'll be back in a minute with it. I just sanded this. Trying to see, I can't tell if it's just really cheap hickory or if it's something else. I can't smell anything. I can't tell. The grain orientation sucks, but on a 12-inch hatchet handle, it doesn't really need to be that great. We're not going to save it. Definitely split. I think maybe we'll just hammer it out. Wherever it breaks, it breaks. I'll cut it off and throw it on the shelf in case I need to make some file handles, some knife scales out of it. Don't throw it away, we know that. We'll have some use for it, but You might bounce around here a little bit while I'm hammering on this sucker. See if I can find a old punch, old drill bit of work. Yeah, that fits in there. You're gonna bounce around a little, but that's all right. Hold on. And we're not moving at all. See if I can find a smaller one to get up in there with. All right. Doesn't seem to be working on this one here. That crack is just opening up, which is making it even tighter now. So, we'll try a different technique here. Oh, that is some soft, cheap wood. That was a hacksaw, and that just flew right through it. This is some light stuff. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not hickory. I think it's just going to be they make a file handle out of it or something. Now we'll take a drill bit, get in there and take some of this out, and it should fall right out. We'll see. Don't use brand new drill bits on this. I can definitely see a metal wedge in there. I'm trying to stay away from it, but I got a bunch of old bits that are made just for crap like this. The other thing you can do if you ever get a stubborn one is throw it in the oven. You can dry out this inner wood, and it'll shrink up. That works as well. Or comes out the wedges. Two little chunks of metal in there, throw them in an old wedge pile. Stuff's just like balsa wood. I can't even believe they made a handle out of that. I'm surprised it held up as good as it did. If you find these for cheap, go ahead and buy them, but if you're looking for a new hatchet, spend a little bit of money. Don't buy one of these the new brands suck, like Trooper, garbage. The new True Temper, garbage. What they are is True Temper, Collins. They were all bought out by a Mexican outfit. And like I said, they'll have an American flag on them and they'll say made in America or some of the sorts, and then the fine print underneath it'll say the handle is American hickory. They're not good. But for a couple bucks, if you can pick one up, go ahead. They're fun little projects. Next time I run to the hardware store, we'll pick up a handle for that, and I might wire brush it and get that black paint off. I've never tried to repaint one. I've always done the vintage look, but maybe nah. I'm just gonna take part of the paint off. That'll kind of look cool. Leave some of it. Put a little bit of edge on there and get it back up in working order. Add it to the collection. Next time I go into the big city, I'll pick up a handle for that. Probably pick one up for $7-8. You probably buy a whole new one for $10, but I like little projects, you know that. Like saving old tools as well. Like I said, it's steel. I mean, how much work can you really put these little suckers through? Not a whole hell of a lot anyways. But yeah, that's that. We'll catch you on the next one. Take her easy.